Oh, Richard.
I'm Richard Reckless and I'm from, well, Watford, but that's a shit house. I live in Brighton now. I've been performing for about 4 years now, sometimes with my band, sometimes without. It's fun, I like it, I have a good time. First time I performed was at King of the Fringe, and then I started my own cabaret night, so that was pretty sweet.
Nice. I mean, how does that fit into your life, performing?
I love it. I feel like it's a bit of an outlet for me. I like throwing myself around stage and making a tit out of myself, so that's all good.
Who would you say inspires you?
Well, you can't do drag without being inspired by Divine, obviously. Divine's fucking awesome. I mean, if you're going to have a Disney villain based on you and it's Ursula, you know you're doing something right. I also, obviously Johnny Rotten and Sid Vicious and all the punk greats, and can't forget Adore Delano. Spoke to her, she kind of gave me the nudge I needed to get into drag, because I said I wanted to be a drag king, and she was like, yeah, you should do it, and I was like, cool.
Nice.
Yeah, punk's always been part of my life. Been in punk bands on and off for the last 12 years. Kind of fell into that by accident, actually. My friends were looking for a singer for their band. I didn't really have any musical inclination. They were like, you'll do, and I kind of fell in love with it after that. So I love the freedom of being on stage and getting to be angry, and no one could tell you off for it. I actually quite enjoy it. And I love the kind of confidence that it gives me. So yeah, I always knew Richard was going to be inspired by that side of me, and he's kind of taken it and run with it. If anything, he's more outrageous than Kay is. He takes his clothes off, he spits blood at people. It's fucking great. I love it. I love having that extra confidence brought around by Richard. It's awesome. Underneath that, well, I'm Kat. About me, I'm an independent filmmaker. I do everything. I write, direct, edit, shoot, act in my films with help from my friends. I love it because I love to create stuff, and I think that was maybe one of the things that drew me towards drag in the first place, which you basically get to create a whole persona, which is awesome. I'm also a singer and a songwriter, and I'm in a punk band called Floating Palace of Sin. And I really think being a punk musician was the beginnings and the roots of Richard, actually, because I'm kind of a shy person, not super confident in day-to-day life, but I found when I performed in my band, I became like way more confident. It was like an outlet, and I absolutely loved that feeling, and loved it so much it apparently developed into a whole character, which is Richard, which is really nice. And now the band that I'm currently in also perform in drag, so he made quite the impression, which is pretty cool. Outside of that, I like spending time with my partner, who I've been with for 8 years in November, which is pretty crazy. And also being a good parent to these guys, my pride and furry joy.
One, two, three, four. Be a man and do your thing. Get up on stage and shake that thing. Like bands, songs in rich text and sweating. Try to become the dude who lives inside. And when I take